Okay, Sarah, so we're going to do a backspin lesson today. And why do you think the backspin is such an important spin?
Because it's like an axle, it doubles.
It's the position that we take when we're in all of our jumps, right? And it's also the foundation of all of our backspins. So your back sit, your back camel, you really want to get comfortable with the backspin first before you move on to those harder backspins, right? Okay, so let's draw on the ice and have some fun. Let's show what a backspin looks like. Okay, so I call this the rainbow. Okay, so we have our left forward inside edge, and then we have our right forward inside edge, a little 3-turn, and then we're actually spinning on our right backward outside edge, okay? So the first thing I'd like to do is to do an exercise where we get really comfortable with the right back outside edge that you're going to be spinning on, and also the position that you're taking in the spin, right? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this around the circle, just over here, okay? So if you want to follow me, we can go down and try that first exercise. So we're going to be skating on our back right outside edge. I'll just get you to do a couple little pumps. Okay, and then what you're going to do is just lift up into the H position and hold on that right back outside edge. Okay, so you can put your foot down and try again for me. So just a few pumps. So pump, 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 and hold. Good. And it's challenging to hold that, isn't it? Because your body wants to twist on you, but you have to feel like you have a string pulling you up and keeping you centered over your right side, right? Okay. Let's see one more time. See if you can hold it for almost an entire circle. So pump. Okay. Good. Come on in, Sarah. Okay, so when you're holding, you want to lift, and twist over your right side. So you should have your strong core, right? Super strong core. You want to feel like you're lifting up through that center axis, nice and strong over the right-hand side, okay? So let's see one more time. Hold. Okay, very nice. Let's go over to the boards. Okay, so we've pumped around the circle. We've focused on hitting that H position, right? This is the position that when we first enter our spin, our leg is open. We haven't pulled in yet, right? So we've hit the H position. And then when we're centered and comfortable, we're going to squeeze our arms, cross our feet, right? And hold while we're spinning, okay? So can you show me here by the boards? You're doing it right now. Let's see that again. Good. Crossing your feet. You're still staying nice and tall, reaching the top of your head up as if I have a string pulling right there on your head. And your arms are nice and tight and tucked in, and your core is engaged, right? Awesome. So now I'm going to watch you. I'd like you to do a few pumps again, and then I'd like you to hold the H position and then cross your feet and pull your hands in just like you would inside the spin, okay? Okay, go ahead, Sarah. Okay, come on in. Okay, so as you can see, when you're holding that right back outside edge, it's hard to keep your body sometimes from twisting, right? You want to stay checked, lifting and twisting over your right hand side, nice and strong over that leg, right? And so what do you do when you finish spinning and you're ready to exit your spin? Right, you're going to lift up and then a strong exit, right? The exit is just as important as the entry and as the spin. Okay, so let's just see, hold on to the board for me and just show me lifting up and out. Nice and strong. Nice strong arms, nice strong leg. Good. Okay, one more time. Crossing your feet over nice and tight and up and out. Good, very good. Okay, the next thing that I'd like to try, I like to call this my mini backspin, okay? So my mini backspin, I like to look in the reflection in the glass, so you can come next to me. And can you do me a favor and just wiggle your blade on your right foot? Do you feel that little rounded part in front? And that's your rocker, so that's really where you're spinning when you're doing your spins, right? So let's look in our mirror, okay? I'd like you to put your weight on your right foot and just set your toe from your left foot to the side. And your left arm in front, and then your right arm to the side. So what I'd like you to do when you're ready is use your toe pick to give a little tiny push and just pull in and do a little mini backspin, just to see what that feels like. Beautiful. That was great, Sarah. Okay, one more time. Let's see. And lifting up, up, up. Okay. Perfect. And let's see one more time. And this time what I'd like to see is lifting up and out on the finish. Yeah. Okay, let's see that again. And up and finish. Strong arms. Let me see those arms. Okay, let's see that again. And really look at your posture in the reflection and think about lifting up and staying really strong on your right side and having really strong core, okay? All right, let's see it. And strong finish, strong finish. Very good. Okay, so we've gone around the circle. We started to get comfortable on our right back outside edge. Okay, we've practiced the position when we squeeze in. Okay, let's see that position again when your arms are nice and tight. Good, and do you feel your feet, how tight they are there? I shouldn't be able to put my finger between them. There shouldn't be any space, so nice and tucked. Okay, very good. And then you're gonna lift and keep your core strong. Okay, so now let's move on to the full-size backspin, right? So I drew a picture for you. We have our rainbow, and then we have our half of a heart, a little 3-turn, and then you can start to spin. So this will allow you to have more momentum going into the spin because you have that first push, right? So when we look at our spin, the beautiful thing about having the ice is you can look down and see, was my spin centered or did it travel like this? And if that's the case, then we want to work on centering our spin again, right? Okay, so I'd like you to give this a try. Try doing the left forward inside, okay? Right forward inside. Center H position, okay? When you're ready, pulling in, and then nice strong finish for me, okay? Okay, I loved your forward inside edge, okay? It definitely gave you a lot more speed for your spin. I think if I look at the ice, I can see where you did your spin and it moved a little bit. It moved a little bit, and another thing I would say is there was a little bit of space between your feet. So we want to tuck that nice and close together. right? And we want to try to stay balanced in our center, okay? All right, let's see that again, Sarah. Hold, 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 hold. Oh. Okay. So another thing I want to talk about is your entry edge. So a common error is if you have an entry edge that's a little bit too short, okay? Or sometimes you're holding forever, and then you can't get on the right edge, right? So it's really important that as you're holding your inside edge, you're waiting to feel, you can almost feel your body start to center and turn to get ready for the spin. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever feel that? Your body's starting to turn? I'm going to show you another drawing that you may or may not have heard of before. Have you heard of Banana Man?
Yeah.
You have. Okay, so let's do Banana Man. So here's the feet. Here's the entry edge. That's the top of the banana. That's the spin, right? And then we have this dotted line. Okay, so the dotted line represents, if this is my inside edge, this is my free leg. We want to make sure that our free leg isn't too far behind, too far to the side. Really, we just want it to be off to the side on a 45-degree angle. Okay, so let's do your backspin again. I'd like you to think about having nice strong arms, okay, as you're going into the spin. And think about that free leg. And think about feeling your body as you come around to center for your spin. Okay? Let's see it. And strong finish. Okay. I thought that was a nice entry edge. It was an appropriate size. Okay. Can you show me one more time? Okay. Hold, 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 strong arms. All right. So at the beginning, I noticed that you were spinning and it wasn't on the correct edge at first, but then you did eventually flip onto the correct edge, that right back outside edge. So if you ever notice that you're doing that, a great thing to do is to go back to our exercises over here, right, where you're pumping, and just get comfortable holding that back, right back outside edge, okay? We always want to bring it back to the basics, and sometimes that's a great refresh, right, to get us back on track. All right, Sarah, I would like to challenge you. Let's count how many rotations you can get, hopefully on the right edge, right? Let's see it, and I am going to count how many rotations you get on the spin. Okay, let's see it. Take your time. Okay, I think I saw about 3 or 4. The trouble with that one, I think, I noticed that you couldn't quite find your rocker at first. You wobbled a little bit before you found your center, and then you found it, and it just traveled a little bit. So once again, just trying to center yourself and get on that rocker so you can have a nice, steady, balanced spin, right? All right, let's see it again. Hold, hold, hold. Okay. And up. Strong finish. All right. So this one, if I were to draw your spiraling edge, it actually went around about this far. So a little bit too long of a spiraling edge. So let's try it again. See if you can trace my drawing and keep it a little bit more in between, okay? We don't want it to be too long, not too short, but just the right in between to get yourself centered, okay? Try that one more time, Sarah. That's it. Hold and squeeze and up and out. Good. I could tell that you were really concentrating, and that was really, really good. Okay, so this is a great spin that you can start your day with, right? When you come out to free skate, you can get into the middle of the ice and practice warming up with your backspin because it's such an important spin, right? When we're spinning, you typically spin this way, right? When we're spinning on a backspin, it's really just spinning on the opposite foot. You're still spinning the same direction as all your other spins, just on the other foot. So you're hitting that position that you take with all your jumps. So keep it up, keep working on your backspin. A challenge that I would say to you as you get comfortable and you continue working on your backspin, you can take your hands and pull them up and do a beautiful arm, okay? So that's something that we can work on in future lessons. Okay, thanks Sarah. Good job.